Okay, and I'm not comparing Julian Assange to Nelson Mandela, except for the circumstances that they find himself in prison, right? Um, Obviously, uh, Julian Assange is like a real dude, whereas Mandela is not, you know. And you can be white and say that Mandela is a piece of shit, and Julian Assange needs to be freed, and that's fine. I used to listen to ska and the specials, and Nelson Mandela was the song on one of their albums. So I'm not saying this for no reason, and I don't really feel like telling you what he did to make him a piece of shit, because you can research and find out for yourself, and you don't have to believe me. But yeah, he's a piece of shit. So is his wife. Maybe they're not the same people that they let out of jail. So I don't know. It's you know, is I don't think that Julian Assange will be melting tires and wrapping Christians in barbed wire. Uh, but you know, he probably doesn't get off on seeing people's skin melting off and shit. So he's probably okay after he gets out of jail. You know, but I mean, I'm gonna be suspicious of when they let him out of jail, because I think that they would never let him out of jail. So who are they letting out of jail? And are they going to be the people that we would write songs about, like if you're the specials, you know? So this whole um, psychological uh, play for the authentic, for the look of the authentic, you know, in light of those who are learning things and who can actually to study and disseminate for themselves. If if you want to spin my words and say something about like I'm uh, switching sides and I'm a good old boy now and an Uncle Tom, just fuck yourself. Just eat a dick, basically, because I don't want you don't want to see me in person. You know, first of all, you'd have to go somewhere where you probably aren't comfortable hanging out, and then you'd have to notice that they're just people. These are just regular ass people, and then you have to drop your play for the sensational and trying to use deception. And I don't know if you're ready to do that, because I don't know if a lot of people that practice deception and our convenience modality are fucked, and there's nothing to do except stay away from them as long as you can. And if they come around trying to hold your nuts, then you need to dump some lead off in there. That's like, it's not that serious yet, you know. But I can tell you that there are some preachers and there are some in every denomination, right? Whether or not you wanted to get down with the Moorish temple or the Scientology or whatever, like they all have these fucking people that like to take advantage of, especially women. You know, like my mother subjected me to fucking an hour of Oprah and John of God fucking talking on the radio. When I started telling her about John of God in Brazil and what he was caught with for and everything, she didn't want to talk about it, but she still wants to go on and think and put these exalt these people up. But she don't want to talk about it when she finds out something that you would have to weigh in. You'd have to have an opinion because you're fucking immersified in their material. So she didn't want to admit it, but what can she do? You know, like, okay, show me where he's not this person. You know, and she was like, "Well, I don't know. I never seen that story about that or anything." Well, it's on the internet. Like, oh, is it fake? Is it real? Like, I don't know. Go see, go check it out if it's real, because you know a lot of these people don't want to deny allegations, but they'll make up arbitrary allegations that they say people are accusing them of instead, and deny those instead. So you want to stand by and let them throw us under the bus and devalue our assessment, tell you that we have no perspective, that we're in league with animals, that we're a bunch of animals, because that's all they can do. If they're not authentic, then they have to make a play for the authentic, and that means they have to throw you under the bus because you paid a certain amount of consideration or reflection over image, and they didn't. So, like, they're helpless and they're fucking drowning, and you're on a floaty. You know, they're swimming towards the floaty. They don't really care that it's you on the floaty. They just want the floaty. But so now there's the issues in the news are coming to a head where they have to consider all the things that people who were astute, who paid attention, were conscious of, because those are going to be ingredients in future discourse. So when things keep popping up, then you're going to have to dismiss people who are out here that are really paying attention. That's kind of what this video and the last video was about. And I'm going to end it because I'm going to go rambling on, and I can't really add any more to the discussions.